Well, you know us as Joe
and Shane
because we are
the Gold Guys.
A common question I hear from customers is, what is the price of gold? Do you want it in ounces, grams, pounds, pennyweights, kilos? Most people don't know what they're asking when they ask for the price of gold. Today we're talking about the weights and measures of precious metals. In the world of precious metals, there are two main standards people will use, those being the troy system and the metric system. You're likely already aware of the metric system. That includes meters, Celsius, and most important for this conversation, grams. Grams are probably the most popular measure that the average person will use to weigh their precious metals, probably because it's a common measure used on home countertop scales. Using grams is also the default in most African and Asian countries, but there's a problem with using grams as your main weight metric. Namely, when you look up the price of gold online, it's not going to show you the price per gram, but the price per ounce. And not just the price per ounce, but the price per troy ounce. That's where the troy system comes in. The troy system was made back in 15th century England. It was used as a way to standardize their precious metals as currency and in trading. Today, it's basically just used for precious metals and gemstones. That said, in most transactions, you might just use pennyweights instead of troy ounces, because it's an easier measurement to work with in most situations, such as weighing small amounts of scrap or jewelry. Here's a quick table that breaks down the conversions between some common measurements, including the metric and troy systems. The troy system is standard with most precious metal dealers or businesses that work in the precious metals industry, but it doesn't mean that it's the only system used. Like I said, grams are also commonly used in some cases. An example of this in industry is common weights of gold and silver bullion. With gold, it's common to see 1 ounce coins, bars, and rounds, but when expanding out to different sizes, you find different common standards. Gold bars tend to be measured in grams, such as 1 gram, 5 gram, 10, 20, 50, 100, even kilogram bars. Gold coins, on the other hand, tend to be measured with the troy system, such as 1 ounce, 1/10 of an ounce, 1/4 of an ounce, 1/2 an ounce, etc. And gold rounds, I don't really see at all, actually. Silver, on the other hand, for coins, bars, and rounds, more often than not, tends to be measured in the troy system, mostly because it's much less expensive than gold, and it really doesn't make sense to make fractional silver pieces in grams in most cases. Not to say I haven't seen it, but it's just very rare. For silver, I regularly see 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 5, 10, 100 ounce pieces, with the oddball in there being kilogram bars or coins. And yes, there are silver kilo coins, they're big, they're dumb, and I love them. To wrap this up, there are two major weight systems people will use when discussing precious metals, the grams, the metric system, or troy ounces and pennyweights of the troy system. If you found this video interesting and you want to get your hands on bullion, whether it's metric or troy, check out Goldguysbullion.com for the best prices on bullion, no matter how you weigh it.